Hello and welcome to Mock. You're hearing me, Matthew, and we have yet another Skylanders Trap Team news update. This is news update number 19, yeah! This is from Gamescom, again, last one. Be wrapping up a few things here, but this is mostly for just showing you a few bits and bobs and concentrating more on that, the poster, as well as some of the Trap Masters. But just wanted to show you this. This is actually from the trailer. Now, what's interesting here is that the official announcement of Lobstar. Lobstar is finally here. Unfortunately, he hasn't been shown off yet. But I am happy to see that he's actually here. It looks pretty cool, animated there. Stars look really cool. Two water characters. You've got Wildfire over there. You've got Jawbreaker jumping down. Very, very quick clip. I had to be very, very, very quick to get this. But there we go. Again, this is from the trailer for the tablet. So interesting, we get a few bits and bobs from that. So also I've been able to get that, which actually shows off the other 5. But also if you see on the very edge, you can see a gear shift over there. Again, pretty awesome that we find that. Bit more of Lobstar there. Now, looks interesting that these weapons almost look charged. Now, I don't know whether it's the lighting or they're charged. Again, Wildfire there looking very sort of lion. She's in 4 paws mode. And the shield's on his back. Interesting there. Very interesting. So, there we go. But also, I wanted to talk more about this, as I've said, which is the poster. Now, I've been able to just stretch it a little bit to try and just get a few of these. Just a bit more up close. So, there's a bit more up close view. Now let's go from the top. So work with me here and I'll work my way down. We're at the top. We've got Blaster Mine there. A new Trap Master which looks very skeletal and has what looks like either an orb and a claw, which is Traptanium, or I'm just weird. But there we go. You've also got Pop Fizz there. You've got Deja Vu. You've got something which looks almost like a genie coming out of a bottle. You've got Mini Genie there, and you've also got Spry. If you haven't already seen the all the Minis series, go check that video out, because it's already up. So check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Next row then, we've got Lobstar there, finally. Looks pretty big. I mean, if these are really this size, they are awesomely big. You've got Snapshot there, you've got Gill Grunt, you've got something there. It's like a watery person. It looks almost like a lion. It looks like a lion here with a mane. Now, that one there, the third one across, is in fact one of 3 characters which were supposedly name chosen, and then apparently they're going to be chosen just one of them. Now, but the thing is, it's on a poster, which is intriguing, and I think it's not going to happen like that. I think they're releasing all 3 of them. Interesting. But that guy there is actually going to be called Shipwreck. Oh no, Flipwreck. Flipwreck. It's Flipwreck, yes. You got Thumpling, then you got Gill Grunt. Next row then, interesting, you'll be seeing a new character there. We've got Wildfire, and we've also got this dude here, which we'll get into in a little bit. We have got Frino, we've got this blah 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 Torch. What looks like a pony. It looks like a fire pony. You've got Small Fry, you've got Wee Ruptor. Now this guy's interesting, this first life Trap Master. Looks as if he's got Traptanium leaves. Very interesting there. We've got this guy here, which is in fact Bushwhack, who's been officially announced. You've got Shroom Boom here. You've got Food Fight. This guy here, which is again one of those 3, which are apparently voting. This guy's called High Five, which is in fact my favourite. So if he wins, or if he is going to be chosen, fine, perfect, done. You've also got Whisper Elf, and you've got Barkley there. Next row, we've already had the Trap Masters, which are Jawbreaker and Gear Shift. We basically know all the tech. We've got videos, we've got pictures, so we've basically got all tech. Except for Treadhead there. You've got Chopper, you've got Trigger Snappy, and you've got Dro Bit. Next row down, you can see one of the ones which were hinted at or sort of leaked. You've got Wallop, and you've got this woman, which we'll be getting into in a sec. You've got the Rubble guy, whose name escapes me, but I covered it in a news update, so you can check that out. Also got that guy there, which I think was called Fist Bump. You've also got, is that? Yes, it is. That's Terabyte, and then that's Bop. Down below, you've then going into Undead, which is in fact Crypt King. What looks like an insect. I can't wait to see that thing. It looks really menacing there. Maybe it's got Traptanium wings. That's what it looks like to me. It could be a bug, like a fly or a wasp or one of them. You've also then got Funny Bone. Then another one of the three, which is called Batspin. You then have blah 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 blah. You've got Ice Maul and I can't think Hijinks. That name escapes me. I'm gonna have to have a test here. What's interesting though is that you'll find that the top four have got 5 cores, or sorry, 3 cores, and then 2 minis. However, the bottom 3 have only got 2 and then 2. So it's interesting. I'm also missing the air element, which I think is in another picture. So I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, there's a down below. You can see, again, it's kind of blurry, but you can see who is here. Down below you have Gusto, what looks like another guy who looks as almost like he's got a shaving blade. It looks weird, but it's some sort of huge axe, huge blue axe. You got Jetvac, you got an unknown one which I can't see, Blades. Then you've also got, which will be Breeze and Petvac. So there we go. Pretty cool. And there they are, just a little bit zoomed in and more, just to show you them if you want to pause and have a look at them. So yeah, pretty cool. So, who is this? Now, you're probably wondering, oh, I've seen this person before. Yes, you have. And this is Headrush. Headrush is the new Trap Master. So, there is the toy form officially shown. Looks amazing. The horns, really crystally, or Traptanium-y, if that's a word. I've invented a new word. Hair flipping everywhere. Let's have a look. And now, when she enters, her phrase is actually taking charge, which is pretty cool. How she, because of her moves, actually. And we'll get to them in a sec. Just wanted to show you this. There is an entrance. So she got rocks flying everywhere. You can see her antlers, actually. Antlers, horns. One of them. Any of them. I don't know. Say what you want. Yeah, we'll go with ram horns, maybe something like that. But they do look very much like Spyro's. How in the I think it was Wave 3, he had horns, sort of like sort of if they've been bent over, sort of thing. Rather than straight as this is. They're sort of straight there, and then a little bit more spiky and bent there. But her moves actually are pretty interesting, as you can see here. Singing. She does opera. Now, what's interesting is it looks as if the singing is actually being aimed, but during the gameplay, it looks as if it sort of hits the ground and vibrates the ground, and the whole ground sort of shakes. But it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, however long you hold it down for. I'm guessing it's going to attack like crazy. Also, whilst watching that, I was actually able to see some rocks almost falling down, which I'm guessing could be an upgrade, which allows the singing to become intenser. So maybe not only do you get the singing down and it just does a small one, the upgrade then makes it bigger and almost like a circle, then the next one will then make it to rocks. So awesome. Really, really cool there, seeing a singing attack increases in size. Awesome. You've also got this, a stomp. She just uses her foot and stomps, and it makes a huge concave sort of dent in the ground, which looks awesome. Also the horns, you've got to talk about the horns. It looks as if they can be charged up. Now, whether all Traptanium stuff can be charged up, maybe, after holding down a button, it can get extra damage. But she can sort of just like go full on charge into the enemies. And yeah, that's basically it. You know, she can be charged. That's her. She looks awesome. Really, really cool. I'm not skipping out on her. You know, fantastic thing. But it's good to see that we've got another. I think it's 2 at the moment that we've got for the Trap Masters. So pretty cool that we're getting some new girl characters. So a lot of females will be happy with that. Also there. You can see that devilish person, Brawlrus. There he is in the background there, as well as the Pirate Chompies. And that Pirate Chompie's sword seems to be at his back. Weird, but we'll go with it. So pretty cool. Okay, moving on. This guy, you're thinking, what? Who's this? Oh, well, this guy is called Kaboom. You got to say it like that every time he comes on the port. Kaboom! Looks amazing. He very much reminds me, with the goggles and the armour, very much like Wallop. He's got fire almost coming out of his hair, blonde hair which sort of flops everywhere. That's one thing I've noticed, is that if a Skylander has hair or anything like a cloak, it's flowing a lot more in this game, in gameplay. Flows everywhere, looks amazing. Really muscly, really strong, gotta be strong to hold that cannon. That's his Traptanium thing. A cannon, you can see he's holding onto some sort of like part of it, almost like a trigger or a handle. Couldn't think of the word then. But you know, looks amazing. Let's just have a look at the toy form of him. There he is in toy form, holding that cannon. You can see there's two sort of nubs there, or handles for him to hold. But let's just go through his attacks. I don't actually have any gameplay, not videos, pictures. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to turn to that. But we'll just focus on this so you can have a look at this whilst I'm chatting. Now, it looks like he's got a huge Traptanium cannon. He can put the cannon on the ground. Now, when he puts it on the ground, he can do one of one thing. Not one of two things. One of one thing. He uses it to... Actually, sorry, it's two. He can use it to actually blast forward. So he's sort of as if he's using it to ride it. He sort of like puts it on the ground, blasts, and there's fire left on the ground, which maybe is an upgrade, which will obviously damage the enemies who are following you. You can also put it on the ground, and then it will fire what look like... He puts it on the ground, and it sort of turns into what I think was Zook. I think it was Zook. Yeah, Zook, because he's got the thing, and he's the bazooka sort of thing. But he puts it on the ground, and it sort of becomes a mortar, but it fires rockets. So really cool there. Sort of bombs can be doing. Again, the charging thing, I saw that a lot on some of the gameplay. The Traptanium seems to charge. But an interesting character nevertheless. Whether he comes out in Wave 1, I don't think so. Maybe Wave 2. Maybe Wave 3. Maybe Wave 4. Maybe there's a Wave 20. Who knows? But yeah, awesome guy there. I'm just going to switch over to my last thing, which is pretty cool. So, oh, by the way, sorry, I forgot to say his little speechy thing when he joins the game, which, again, I don't actually have that, which is weird. Or do I? Hold on. I do! Haha! I do! When he joins the game, there you go, he looks really muscly. Almost like a wrestler, to be honest. He's got this sort of wrestling belt, holding that thing in one hand. Look, he's just showing off. But his catchphrase is boom time. Again, you've got to say boom time! Rather than just going, boom time. You know, you've got to be enthusiastic with these things. So let's move on. Let's go. So this guy, we already know who this is. He came out in the leaked photos, but now his name is Bushwhack, as we already know. I think. Yes, we do. Yes. But there we go. Look. Looks really cool here. I don't know what sort of species he is. But he's got a lot of acorns, so maybe he's the acorn master. He's got leaves on his feet. He's got, He's got 3 toes. 3 toes? He's got 1 toe and then what looked like 3. Yeah, 3. I don't know why I'm going down to that, but I just am. He's got that huge leaf axe, which looks cool, so I'm guessing that's going to be upgradable. It's got to be. It's got to become something amazing. Like, even if it just gets bigger or gets spikier or whatever, but really cool. You see those acorn things that I'm on about. His head looks like an acorn, but also he's got acorns strapped to him. I'll get to that in a second. Pretty awesome what happens. So there's the toy form. Not like more blurry, and I'm able to show it. So there we go. I'm able to show these things now. Look awesome though. There he is, fully done. There, ready for you to have a look at. But pretty cool. So let's just move on. There he is, entrance, and his catchphrase is "Axe to the max." And you can see that one of his attacks, he sort of swings it. And the axe, although the axe damages, it leaves a trail of what looks like leaves, acorns, and thorns, I think? Those things, maybe? They sort of just like spin around and it becomes an almost plant and then disappears. But really cool, this guy looks really cool. So there's a bit of gameplay there, swinging the axe there. You can It's not. Oh yeah, it is. Just with the you can see bits sort of starting to fly where that coin is hovering in the air. Also, you can see a tech gate there. He can't open it. He's life. So you know, can't have life without tech. It's a shame. Anyway, he swings the axe and leaves all those things. He can also throw these. I call them acorn grenades. I'm guessing they're going to be called aconades. I don't know, something like that. Aconades? Aconades. That's really cool. Aconades. We're going to go with that. So you can throw these aconades. You know, they do what they do. You know, if you know what a grenade is, then you know it's a bomb, sort of a bomb thing you throw, done. But it's the acorn. You've got to think it's an acorn. It's not going to be deadly. He also headbutt slams. His head sort of just like knocks the floor, and it again almost like what Head Rush does with this stomping on the ground, makes the concave shape. This guy does almost the same thing, and also he does create a tree, which is interesting. He just magically just goes whoa, and a tree just grows right in front of him, and then he just whack his axe over it, and it just falls down, hits the enemies, and will probably destroy them. I mean, if it's a tree gonna fall on you, you're not gonna be there anymore. But you know, pretty cool. But there he is. So there we go. Trap Masters complete. Pretty awesome. Now, do I have anything else to show you? Yes, I do. I've also got this, a picture of Gill Grunt in game, so pretty cool there. You can see he's firing his spear. The serpent isn't as big. Sorry, it's huge, really, really big. It's probably, if you think of the toy, the serpent on the toy, I'd probably say it's maybe about 5 to 6 times bigger than that, and he basically just trounces them. But it looks as if when you go on it, you can press a button to sort of make it chomp or slam down, and it hits the enemy. So really, 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 really cool. I love the word cool. Awesome. But there we go. So, oh wow, okay. I just wanted to show you these, which are in fact the I can't think what they are. The 3 characters that were the exclusively competition-y people. You got High Five here, one of my top favourite. It's got to be. Looks really cool. I get why they called him High Five. High Five? High Five? Why did I say High Five? High Five. The 5 on his head, which a bit weird, but I'm just gonna go with it. Maybe he's got 5 wings, or I don't know, 5 feet maybe. High Five. Oh, that's clever, as in like hands, yeah. Oh god, why? Anyway, let's go on to this guy, woman. Sorry, another woman. If she's picked, or if she's already been picked, Batspin. Again, get why it's like that. She's in a sort of tornado, spinning around, bats everywhere. Done. You're sorted. Name, pretty simple, but it's effective. Looks really cool there. Sort of a red. She's sort of like a spy almost. Maybe she turns into a bat. Oh my god, that'd be cool. I want a bat Skylander who turns into a bat. Yes, that's got to be one. That's got to be something like a soul gem or something like that. She turns into a bat and she can fly around. Really, really cool. And also we got Flipwreck here. Oh, for some reason I put on here... Yeah, I put Shipwreck. Yeah, his name's Flipwreck. But basically because there's... Or maybe it is Shipwreck. It's not Flipwreck. It's Flipwreck. Because basically it looks as if it's a wreck of... he's basically holding on to a wreck of a ship. And flipping round. Something like that. But he's a shark. With a blue elemental water symbol and a sort of shell belt. The shell belt. The ultimate shell belt of doom. But he looks really, really cool, guys. But there we go, guys. That is the updates for Gamescom. Some fantastic news. We are very close to learning every single person who's going to be in this game. Hopefully we'll be able to find out a bit more about those question marks, especially the ones by the characters. There's 4 of them, so I'm guessing that could be the Chaos thing. A lot of people have been talking about Chaos elements. Let me know down below what you think of that. Let me know what you think of all the different characters. Which ones will you be picking up? Because I want to know. What do you think their upgrades are? If you already know them, do you want to guess them? Do whatever you want. But there we go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed these 3 updates in one day. I've been busy. 3 hours of doing all this. This is... This is meh. That's all I can decide it. But I'm excited. I'm over the top. Bottle of pop. I want to open it. In fact, I've got a bottle of pop down here. There you go. Look, I hit it on my head. But there we go. So, fantastic news here, guys. So, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, crazy subscribing, please. You're doing such a brilliant job. I cannot believe how much you've changed this channel, guys. High five with me, mate. There you go. You missed it if you didn't do it. I'll do it again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. High five. There you go. But anyway, that might have been too loud. Who gives a monkeys? But there we go, guys. So, thank you very much. You can rate the video if you want, comment down below what you want, and also subscribe to the channel for more of these. There's gameplay coming out every Sunday, which is just catching up on Swap Force and some of the characters. You can check that out. And there's also other videos which come up on the channel, including Pixelmon. If anyone's interested in Pixelmon, subscribe to the channel. That's what it's there for. But there we go. So, I will see you then. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.